My name's Rich Dibbins and I'm the Integration Commercial Manager here at InfoTrack. Basically, this is going to be a 30-minute Zoom session. There's going to be plenty of time for questions. Any questions, just pop them in the Q&A box, okay? Ideally not in the chat, because in the Q&A box, some people would like to be anonymous, but also we can just filter out the questions there. And what we're going to do is Kelly is essentially going to go through the digital AP1 aspect from InfoTrack and what the Land Registry have now going to be making changes later on this year. And then we've got a very quick video for you to show you the integration between InfoTrack and Osprey. So without further ado, let's kick things off. So in April 2021, the Land Registry took a giant leap to moving away from paper-based processes. They launched the Electronic Digital Registration Service, or EDRS, as if we need more acronyms in the legal sector. More than 100,000 applications have been received through this service. Requisitions on basic errors are down 25%, and applications are processed and completed in half the time of an uploaded application. What this means is law firms will now save time and reduce their risk. From November this year, the Land Registry will no longer accept scanned or PDF copies of AP1s for changes to existing titles via their portal. Now, the good news, InfoTrack already has a solution in place and has done for some time. You'll be able to use our AP1 service, meaning no one needs to reinvent the wheel. Secondly, you can take advantage of the integration as our AP1 product, like other products, integrates straight back into Osprey. We've done something in the region of 500,000 of these over the last few years. So we've got a bit of a pedigree in it. Now, without further ado, I will pass you over to the wonderful Kelly, who will walk you through this process and go through these features and functionality. Kelly, over to yourself.
Thank you very much, Rich. Hi, everybody. As Rich mentioned, my name's Kelly Cutler. So I'm just going to go through the upcoming changes at Land Registry, and then I'll go straight into InfoTrack's AP1 digital offering. I'm just going to switch my camera off, as I'm sure you would rather see the presentation than my face. So bear with me. I'll switch the screen. There we go. So HMLR's digital AP1 mandate. So from November 2022, we will no longer accept scanned or PDF copies of AP1s for changes to existing titles using the HM Land Registry portal. Currently, actually up to 80% of AP1 submissions involve uploading physical paper documents. So what's the change? Electronic Document Registration Service, so the EDRS, is a PDF or a scanned form which are uploaded onto the system for it to be read and reviewed by a caseworker as part of a manual process. The new DRS is when information is added in as data in predefined fields. So capturing it this way allows the system to read the data and check for any errors. So no EDRS. So why is Land Registry going digital? Because of current manual process delays and costs, high number of requisitions, high volume of support calls, so long waits and poor service, lack of requisition management tool, and obviously to protect the register's data integrity. So what does that mean for the industry? It means quicker processing times, digitalization of the process, online guidance for submissions, fewer errors and reduction in requisitions, and the opportunity for further innovation. So what things does a law firm need to consider? So change management. So obviously there'll be change challenges, so get ahead of the change and not to get stuck on the backlog. Staff training catered to individuals, and ongoing real-time support. So obviously, again, the registrations will be digital only, so no more paper or PDF forms. You need to consider software suitability, so integrations, and the ability to directly liaise with caseworkers. And then you've got the compliance point of view. So audit trail and how to report to regulators, full firm visibility of all matters, including requisition management tool, and key dates automation. So what solutions have you got? You've got the new digital process through the HMLR DRS service, or a land registry partner integrated through the business gateway, like InfoTrack. So to give you some key stats on InfoTrack, we are Land Registry's key business partner and biggest user. We've been doing digital AP1 since 2016. We have 6 years of continuous software improvement. We have 30% requisition reduction. And as Rich mentioned, over 550,000 submissions a year. So what do digital AP1s by InfoTrack look like? We have full guidance and expert support for every application. We have form flexibility, so multiple forms in one application, like shared ownership. Integrated with leading CMS as well as lender panels. We have one form pre-populated and linked HMRC's STLT5 and electronically signed deeds. And we have our unique AP1 dashboard with an application overview, auditing tools, requisitions, and cancellations. So looking ahead, what are we going to continue to do? We're going to continue to invest in more experts for additional support. We're going to continue to expand our integration partners. We're going to add new lender management panels. And we're going to continue to reinvest back into the system. And there's one of our testimonials from one of our long-standing clients who actually uses our post-completion tool. So now I'm going to move on to walking you through InfoTrack's end-to-end digital AP1 submission and management software. So I'm just going to share a new screen. So here is InfoTrack's screen. AP1 can be found in the post-completion workflow, naturally sitting behind the STLT, where we similarly integrate with the HMRC, allowing you to digitally submit your stamp duty returns. So actually using both the post-completion services allows you to submit these in under 5 minutes. As I've mentioned, InfoTrack released our AP1 product back in 2016, and we continue to work very closely with the Land Registry to develop the business gateway services across the Land Registry services. What you see here is our latest AP1 software, which has been built with the aim to make your post-completion process faster, more accurate, and reduce the potential for unnecessary requisitions. So here is our smart interactive one-page form. Like all InfoTrack products, your matter reference tells us about all information already contained within your matter. So depending on whether you're accessing InfoTrack from a case management system or depending on the orders you've already placed with us, we can populate up to 90% of your AP1 for you. This is so important when it comes to reducing the time it takes to complete your AP1, removing the need to rekey information and reducing the potential for missed information. On this matter, I've already ordered a register and submitted my STLT return. So as we work through the form, you'll be able to see how much information is already pre-populated for you. All required fields are asterisks, so you won't be able to submit your application with missing information. Registration type is our first required field. For Land Registry Portal customers, you should be used to selecting the registration type. But if you are unsure as to the registration type relevant to your application, you can head over to our FAQs for definitions, plus lots of other AP1 tips and tricks. Today, we'll be running through a simple discharge, transfer and charge application affecting the whole of the title. So dealing is the relevant registration type. Our title number has already pre-populated over, but we are able to add on further titles and we'll also verify the titles automatically for you. So pulling through the address and pending registration status. So that reduces the risk of cancellation of your application due to an invalid title. We've also pre-populated the local authority and the postcode. So we can now move on to select the priority applications we're looking to change the register with. Simply select the drop-down to see the wide range of application types easily identifiable with their form code and description. We also organise applications into common forms and form bundles, making it quick and easy to select common applications like discharge, transfer and charge. And just like most forms, our AP1 form is about working left to right top to bottom, and reviewing the information from your file and documents and completing the relevant fields. We also integrate with our Sign It for Deeds product. So where the deeds have been electronically signed, on selecting yes, we'll automatically look for and upload your conveyance's certificate into supporting documents. If your deeds are not electronically signed, then you can simply upload them from here and confirm their certification. For those who are integrated with case management systems, you'll be able to select files associated with this matter only. If you need to move the order in which your application type should be registered or removed from the title, you can simply drag and drop them. There's no limit on the number of applications you can submit in one AP1. And if you can't find an application that matches your deed, simply select AP1, change the register, upload your deed and proceed to the next section. We'll automatically calculate your lead application fee for you using the pre-populated consideration value from your SDLT submission. So no need for a fee scale or a calculator. We'll also automatically attach your SDLT5, reducing the risk of it being forgotten and a requisition being raised. So here in supporting documents, you'll be able to upload any supporting file like consent forms, power of attorneys, countersigned documents, and so on in one place. On the right-hand side too, we've added some handy guidance when completing the sections, plus tips to help reduce common requisitions. For new users that may be starting to submit without any prior knowledge of the paper AP1, these guides can really help users better understand the sections and the land registry's requirements. Now we'll move on to the party details. So here we've split what is traditionally panel 13 into 3 manageable sections: applicants, proprietors, and other parties. As missing information is a common cause of requisitions, we wanted to group information in a way where you can move through the sections consciously, ticking off the required fields from left to right without having to jump around the form or click through multiple pages. As you can see here, the majority of the work is done for us. The applicant's name and your details as the lodging conveyancer are already pre-populated. We can also complete the applicant's role field, because you've told us that you're lodging a transfer and charge. All that we need to do simply here is to add in the lender's details for the applicant's new mortgage. Simply start typing and we'll suggest relative banks, populating their address for service too. We'll also confirm our details as the lodging conveyancer. If your firm's process is for support staff to create the AP1s and then conveyancers lodge the application, simply select the conveyancer from a list of users within your firm here, and you can update their contact details here if needed. Now we move on to the proprietors section. We call it this because we know that there is a transfer being lodged, and so a registered proprietor will be a transferor. As we've ordered the register on this matter, we're able to populate the proprietors' names. We're also able to populate the details, the conveyancer's details from the SDLT submission, and again associate the borrower roles for the discharge application and transferor for the transfer. All that we need to do is add in the lender's name here. If there are other parties within your application, they can be entered under here, such as power of attorney or beneficiary. You just simply select the party role drop down. And as we've built the form, your left-hand panel you'll see will update with key information to help you review the information supplied as you go. Now, in the associate application section, the task is basically to review the application. So we have the 2 borrowers and the lender for the discharge, the transferee and the 2 transferors for the TR1, and the borrower and the lender for the charge. All that's left to do is to complete the address for service for the applicant. So you can enter the address for service for each proprietor yourself, including their postal, email or DX address. And the disclosable interest is defaulted to no for ease, and again, to speed up the time it takes to complete the form. This is what I like to call an integration within an integration. So if you are integrated with us to LMS for mortgage offers, you can link your application to your LMS case number and will automatically send them your submission receipt and then completion of registration details once your application is complete. And on our AP1, we have full form flexibility. So if you have any complex transactions, anything you need to note can be put in this section here, and that will go directly to your caseworker at Land Registry. Finally, here at the bottom of the form is where you can confirm the credentials used to submit the application. These should be stored in your InfoTrack settings, but on occasions where your Land Registry EDRS account changes, say you update the password, you can update them here as well. And you can also include any third-party recipient information here for all correspondence about this application. Simply select a colleague from the drop-down or select other user to manually enter the details. You can save and print, or you can submit straight to HMLR. I'm now going to head over to our dashboard to manage your submissions. So like with a lot of products on InfoTrack, we have what I like to call a Big Brother overview. So here you have your submissions, and you can filter through the boxes on the top panel here. We also have this export feature, which allows you to put all your submissions into a spreadsheet and filter through for any auditing purposes. I'm going to go through one where we have a requisition acknowledged. So here on the top ribbon, you have the document that you've lodged. You can check the live day list, so for any registrations pending against that title. You can look at any related files to that document. And again, you can add any additional recipients. But what you'll get is once you've submitted your AP1, you'll get a receipt. And if you have any submission receipt, and if you have any requisitions, you can respond to them directly from here. Or if you need to let the caseworker know of anything, you can again free type that into this messaging service that we have. You can add any internal notes. You can request HMLR action, such as an app update, and that will send directly off to the caseworker. Again, we have our FAQs for further support and guidance, or you can respond to the requisition. So here you can free type to your caseworker, or if you're responding to a requisition, we know panel 13 can be a pain point. So it may be that there's a spelling mistake or the party role is incorrect. You can actually amend that here. And you can see as I'm typing, it's putting it in a format that we know the Land Registry will accept. So no more requisitions. You can add any additional parties and you can upload any supporting documents. And again, you can free type straight to the caseworker. Along with the dashboard also comes our calendar facility. So you can look at any cancellations in progress or OS priorities. And if you want to have a look on a month basis, you can see what's coming up as well. And that is our AP1 digital offering. Back to you, Rich, for any questions.
Thank you very much for that, Kelly. We've had a couple of questions come in. So first one, does everyone in my firm need EDRS credentials in order to lodge an AP1 via InfoTrack?
No, not everyone needs credentials, only those acting as the lodging conveyancer.
Perfect. Can I lodge first registrations digitally?
No, so the Land Registry still require the first registrations be submitted via the post, as no title number has been generated.
Okay, brilliant. That seems to be a common question we've had on quite a few webinars, actually. Another one, is one user able to create an AP1 draft and another user able to submit the application?
Yes, so one user can draft the AP1 and then another one can submit it.
Brilliant, thank you. And lastly, we've got, can I lodge complex applications by InfoTrack's AP1?
So yes, absolutely. So we have a wide range of application types, including portfolio of transfers and charges and shared ownership staircasing as well.
Brilliant, thank you. If you have any more questions, now's the time to just pop them in the Q&A box. While you're thinking of some questions, just a quick overview of the integration with InfoTrack and Osprey. So there's 3 key features that we include. The first one is pre-population of data. This is the core of the integration. So with automatic population of data direct from Osprey into InfoTrack, this single source of truth minimizes the risk associated with using multiple systems. So basically enhances compliance across your firm and eliminates anytime rekeying in of data or copying and pasting. All relevant fields are mapped with information pulled directly through from Osprey. The second feature is document return. So any searches, documents, or information ordered via InfoTrack will be automatically attached to the relevant matter. So no more hunting through your giant Outlook folder or going through all your downloads and trying to link it all up. It just connects the two of them. And then thirdly, we have a custom workflow that's been built with Osprey in mind, and that's dedicated for InfoTrack users. So that's actually a one-off workflow piece that we've got with Osprey that not many CMS partners have as well. And without further ado, what I'm just going to quickly do, if you do have any more questions, we have got a question that's popped up. Cost of using this service. So the cost is, it's pay as you go, essentially. There's no subscription, there's no setup fee. You pay for what you use. But if you do have any further questions around the actual cost of the AP1s, if you can just contact sales@infotrack.co.uk, and a member of the team will be able to jump on a call with you and discuss the cost in finer detail with you. That's from Anonymous, which I would expect when it comes to costs. What I'm going to do now is just very quickly show you the integration video. It's about just under 2 minutes long, and then if there's any other questions, we will cover them off. So let's just quickly share the screen. Can you hear that okay, Kelly?
Gain complete access to your clients and matters through the Osprey Approach home screen with automated workflows for your conveyancing tasks. Information entered into your matter in Osprey is seamlessly pulled through into InfoTrack, eliminating rekeyed data, saving you time and reducing errors. To get started, simply click on InfoTrack in the menu on the left and choose the service you need to start a new order. You can select from a wide range of conveyancing services, including the latest solution from InfoTrack, Property Report. Within the InfoTrack portal, onboard your clients digitally via eCOS, including verification of identity and source of funds checks. Once your client is successfully onboarded, place any search orders you need. The property details are pre-populated and the title plan is visible. Simply select the searches you require to order. Access all your digital conveyancing tasks in one place, plus InfoTrack's post-completion services. Using details pre-populated from your matter and direct connections with HMRC and the Land Registry, submitting your SDLT and AP1 is fast and easy. All letters, documents and forms are returned from InfoTrack directly to the Osprey matter history, so there's no need for additional saving and uploading of files. Clients can access their case history through the client portal. They're able to see the status of their transaction and view their InfoTrack search results. Streamline your workflows, save time and minimise risk with intelligent integration between Osprey Approach and InfoTrack. Embrace the power of integration.
Okay, Kelly, we've had a couple of questions in. Kelly, were you able to hear that? I just wanted to double check.
Yes, I could hear it.
Brilliant, that's fine. Okay, we've had a couple of questions come in. Are you going to be able to check estimated dates of completion of registration with the Land Registry?
That actually is coming. I don't have a time frame for it, but it is coming. So we'll let you know as soon as that's available.
Brilliant, thank you. And then another one, is there going to be a way to update charge registration information directly between InfoTrack and LMS and other portals when they come on board?
Again, that's another thing that we're looking at. So that is coming. So these are all things we're working on at the minute.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you for those questions. It's very good. What we'll do is, if you do have any other further questions after today, please contact sales@infotrack.co.uk. I'm just going to put the link to the integration video in the chat so you can share it with your colleagues or anybody else. If there's no further questions, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you all soon.